Hello guys, I'm Nick and welcome to this new video. Now, today's video is a bit different than usual. I usually do mainly skins content, but some of you might know that I'm really passionate about CSGO maps and also the new CSGO updates. Now, in around a week or so, on the 21st of August, there's gonna be the 10th anniversary of CSGO's release, and I think that the developers for CSGO will want to do something special for it, and one of the special things that they could do is remove one of the active duty maps that are now being played, and maybe add back maps like Cobblestone, for example. But another map that they could add back and bring it all the way back from CS 1.6 is the Tuscan. Now, this map was not brought back for CSGO during its initial release. There have been, as far as I know, some remakes, but the best remake that I could find that's recently been released on the 8th of August on the Steam Workshop is Cat's Food's remake, and today we're gonna be taking a quick look at it. So we are starting from the T side and we just spawned in here in T spawn. I just like to take a look now and admire the beautiful Italian Riviera. Looks absolutely amazing. These are places that are actually in Italy, I can confirm. And yeah, it looks absolutely insane. I really like how it's presented here. The signs and everything I've checked, it's all in basically perfect Italian. So yeah, that makes me pretty happy as I am an Italian. Now, starting here from the T side, I've noticed on the T spawn there is a little bug here where if you drop your weapons, they're gonna be, well, swallowed by this kind of stair or slope here. So maybe that's something that the developers will want to take a look at. Let's go ahead and let's proceed towards the A side. We actually have two main options and a third one, which is inside there, where I've just pinged. The first option, it's what I would call the A ramp option, where you run up here and you're immediately faced with the site. I like how there's a clear limit as to where you can plant the bomb around this site, and in general this is gonna be the fastest way that brings you to the site. I've made some tests with my girlfriend in the server to see where actually T's and CT's meet, so I'll put it on screen now. And this gives you also the option to set up for some nice little flashbangs if you're on the ramp. You can just literally come here, you're hidden from the site pretty much, and you can just, you know, throw a flashbang like this, and it should be able to blind pretty much everyone that's on the site. We see where it popped off. If someone is standing here, if someone is standing while, you know, hiding here, they should be blinded by the flashbang. So this is a really nice site to take. If you want to go for maybe a fast A push. And also you can camp here, maybe leave a player here to see if there's any pushing cities. And this, in my opinion, will be called a second mid for T's, sort of like Inferno. The second option for you is to drop down here. You don't lose any HPs, there's a ladder there. And then there's this intricate series of tunnels that I'm gonna guess you're gonna need to sneak through. Simply because they can hear you basically from the A side. And then you're faced with this door right here. Now, you can wallbang this door. Obviously, it's gonna make the most damage through this wooden part here. And I'll put a clip on screen of my girlfriend killing me through the door. This site gives you a lot of opportunity for setups. If you're on the T side, you can have maybe like two people here, two people coming in from the door here and be ready to spam, a couple of flashbangs, and you should be good to go, and you should have the whole site completely blind. If someone is standing here, they're gonna be blinded by the flashbang that I've shown you before. And yeah, the only place where there would be safe is inside here, which I guess is then pretty easy to clear once you've cleared basically this part of the map. Smokes as well should be pretty simple, and for a typical setup, I think that your third option for your last terrorist would be to have him in this part here. This takes you from this mid area to the second mid through this little tunnel, and in front of you, you have fast access to city spawn, and maybe for a fast flank onto the A site. You need to be careful here because this could be a potential hotspot for rotations. So I believe that a terrorist could come here, smoke city spawn, of course without getting killed, and then slowly clear this angle here, and then make their way towards the A site for an A site wrap. So this was the first very quick look at the A site. We then move towards the B site. Here I am once again in spawn, and we're gonna go ahead and make our way towards the B site. And immediately we're taken in this little mid area. There's not gonna be pretty much any fighting here because the timings just don't allow it, but you basically have two options. You can either make your way up through here. You need to be careful of that mirage looking window, but the angles are not as steep as the one in Mirage, so I don't think any cities can play with an ult there. And then you're greeted towards this very intricate and very complicated entrance to B. I really don't know how you would go about playing this, because obviously you're gonna need a teammate to boost up here. You can't do it on your own. But maybe if you take control of this little window, you have a teammate boosted up there, you can throw some flashbangs over towards this tree, and this should be blinding all of the people that are standing around here. You still need to be careful about people being there, possible people being there, any cities coming from there. It's really an intricate place, but I think it's gonna be really instrumental if you need to take B. There's a lot of angles that you can play from, and there's a lot of angles that you can get attacked from the cities. I believe this is going to be the hardest site for the T's to take, and the easiest one to defend for cities. You can just have a person maybe with a rifle up here. If you have control of this area here as a T, you can get a pop flash, pop in here, clear that back CT spot, clear around here, and then you should have a free path towards the B site. Now, the other route that the T's can take is from this little mid area. We have the same lane going up to B, basically. My gripe with this B site is that there are so many angles to watch, and I don't think you're gonna be able to have a 5 stack of men just running up here and being able to take the site on their own, simply because there's so many different angles that you can take, and I'll actually show some. Again, the area for planting the bomb is clearly marked on the ground. You can just plant it here, for example. It's really amazing how this looks. I'm really impressed with the graphics. I just want to see how it will play. So now let's go ahead and take a look at the mid portion of the map. And I've already shown you how to get to second mid right there. And if you run through here, there are some little kayaks hanging there. You can get to this area here. It's clearly marked where's A, where's B, by those signs and also this graffiti. Absolutely astonishing work on the tiles here. And also there's middle, there's courtyard. I haven't played this map on 1.6, so I don't really know the name of the various spots, but I guess that the community will do an amazing job coming up for those names. So here it's pretty interesting, because if you come through here and if you swing like this, you're basically open from a fight directly from city spawn, so it's gonna be a bit tricky, honestly. I guess that one way you could approach is that you can just sneak in here and throw a flashbang like this that lands on the ground, and you can blind some people, but there's this wooden thing here that basically blocks you from throwing flashbangs higher up. Let's now switch to the city side to see how it plays and what angles you can hold from a city perspective. Okay, so we're on the city spawn, which is this area right here, and there are some nice references to the well, remaker or remaster of the map. And the first thing you can do from city, which comes really natural, is to just go here, maybe pop a smoke in here just so you don't get killed from second mid, and maybe hold this angle from mid to catch any terrorists that are trying to wrap around on B. This will be probably a really powerful angle. You maybe can get someone boosted here to hold the plate round. Or the other supernatural option that you have as a city that's just spawned is to go A. There's a lot of flashbangs and stuff that you can throw from A. If you know that there's gonna be a team of T's rushing, you can pop this flashbang right here, and it gets right in their faces if they're trying to rush up to ramp. You can have a teammate posted here with its back towards this wall here, so it doesn't get blinded. You can just swing, take a shot, and then come back. But one of the things that really surprised me about this map is the amount of just angles that there are around that you can hold this site from. As we said before, there's this one, bit dangerous because you can get spammed from here, but I think that if you move to the right here, you are protected by this part of the wall. So if they swing the door open, there's gonna be probably a terrorist there trying to kill you. There's also this angle right here, where you can let the T's come in. I think this is gonna be more of a one and done angle, because you don't really have any chance of escaping. You then have some more aggressive stuff from here, or again, some more passive stuff from this angle here. You can get set up with a person maybe holding from there, or from that angle there, to have a double setup. And I really don't know what's up with this kind of hidden angle here. This is the type of angle that I don't really like. I bet you that there's going to be probably a set Molotov that these are going to be able to come in and throw just to clear that angle for them, and probably also this angle for them. But I don't really like how this looks, and I don't think it will play really well. You can always have that CT sneaking here, being hidden, and especially in lower ranks, this is a place that nobody checks, and they can just pop out, kill like the bomb planter while they're planting. It's a really intricate but very interesting site to hold, and I also wanted to check how and if I can hold mid with the... So this is gonna be probably a headshot angle, but if you can get, you'll be able to get a clean shot of the T's from there or from here. Another thing that you can do is probably to throw a flash up there. That's a really high flash, and the skybox again, it's completely open, so you can really throw some inventive flashes also as T's over this wall to blind any cities that are holding from there. So a possible setup that you could do, maybe to block incoming T's, is to smoke this angle here, then throw a flashbang, maybe something deeper without getting exposed, that can blind people on second mid like this one. You can see it bounces just at the last second off of the wall, and then you can try and slowly, you know, take control from here, and you basically have, if you have a partner, someone that you trust in a face-it match, to push the ramp. You basically have second mid on lockdown, and you just need to listen for people dropping off from here, or you just need to listen for footsteps. Another way that you can approach this map is to go towards the B site, and I found the B site to be actually really interesting from a CT point of view, because you don't really need to go far to be able to hold B in a really effective way, an angle that's probably gonna be smoked off really often, but again, at lower ranks and the first times people play this, it could be really interesting to see if people are able to come up with a quick smoke to put down here. But yeah, so this is a really interesting angle, and again, you can see there's a lot of different angles that can be held around the map, and especially on B by the cities, that I think are a bit too overpowered. I think there's a bit too many corners, and the map might need to be slimmed down for competitive play. Of course, it will probably go through an evolution if it gets included in the next operation. This reminds me a lot of Banana, where if you commit one player with a couple of smokes, a couple of grenades, you're basically good to go. Because they can hold the site on their own, and they can be an alarm system for other players scattered around the map to basically come and help. And the final place I want to be taking a look at as a city is the courtyard area, that's how they call it. and there's this scaffolding that runs all around the map and also in the walls of the map that basically can take you really quickly in this courtyard area. So the first thing you can do to take control of the mid/courtyard, if you're starting from T-spawn, is to just run up here, avoid any kind of fights there, get up into these stairs, and you're already here. So you're basically the first point of contact with the T's. You can pop a smoke there, and you can hold the place. I don't think this is a really good place to play with the op, because it's just a really close angle, and I'm personally not that good with close range opping, so I don't think that would be a spot that I could really play from. So an M4 I think would be better in this case. And the second place that you can play with, as you saw up there, it's completely connected, is from this little ledge up here. You can really quickly go through here, and you're basically mowing down any kind of tease. But there's probably a flashbang that you can throw and that bounces off of that wall there, and it can blind basically any terrorists that are standing here if you want maybe your window player to go down for a quick push, a quick look, and then for him to come back. And you have a fast rotation towards B. So, as far as playtesting goes, unfortunately I didn't have the chance to really playtest the map. I basically played it for around 30 minutes with my girlfriend on a private server. We just took a look around, tried around some of the timings, some spots that you can defend as a CT and how you could attack as a T. We tried out the wallbang situation. And the map is now being hosted on Mapcore's website, well, on Faceit, on their hub. And on their EU hub, there's not a lot of people that play. There were like 9 people queuing the other day. We couldn't get a 10th in. And even when you play, I don't know why people are banning out Tuscan and they're going for other maps. So I really invite you to go ahead, download the map for yourselves on the workshop. I'll put the link of the workshop obviously in the video description. Run around in the map, try out the timings, maybe play it with the bots, and go and Faceit, subscribe to the Mapcore hub, and queue up and vote to not ban Tuscan, and see how it plays. Of course, there's gonna be a lot of different people queuing up of a lot of different levels, but what you wanna do is not see if you win or if you don't win. You don't lose any elo if I'm not mistaken, and you don't gain any elo either if you win. It's just about getting a feel of how the map plays. I'm generally really excited and I'm thankful that the map has been ported and remade. It looks absolutely amazing. As far as performance goes, I don't have any FPS drops in both of my rigs. My rig runs just fine. Let's see the FPSs. You see I'm getting consistent 300-400 FPSs all around the map, and I'm walking around, I'm looking at the sky. It's really well optimized, and same goes for my girlfriend's rig. She has a little bit of a worse CPU than mine, and a little bit of a worse graphics card than mine. She gets around 200-250 FPS, so the map is well optimized. In general, I think that this is a really good candidate to go ahead and substitute some of the maps that we now have in the current pool. Even the professional pool, I think this could be really interesting. It would force teams to find a new map and build something new from scratch for something that's not been played before in a competitive way in what I know of being ages, because the last time I think this was played competitive, it was in the CS 1.6 days. And so yeah, I'll link the Discord, the Twitter profile of the guy who remade the map in the video description, together with the Mapcore hub where you can try this out. I again suggest you go ahead, download the map for yourself, try it with some bots, with some friends, report back to whoever made it if you find any bugs, or if, for example, you can suggest any changes, and let me know in the comments down below what map this could replace in the next CSGO operation. And yeah, this was pretty much it. I hope you had fun, I hope you enjoyed this video, pretty different from usual, and remember guys, good luck and have fun.